Alright friends, this is, welcome back to Chainsawfaddiction. My name is Max, that's Danny on the wood pile there. He's playing with my little Echo after I tuned it up and did the muffler mod and everything to it. I wanted him to try it out. Anyway, I knew a time would come where I didn't really have the footage for a good video. I recorded a whole bunch on this day, and it just doesn't really make a great video. I mean, I'll use some of it, but we were just cutting a ton of wood. Like, stationary, one spot, just dug into a wood pile. So, I've got some footage from a while back, and it's fairly self-explanatory, but it's really before I started the channel, so, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Hey, random people of the internet, wanna go for an adventure? Hop in. So, you might be asking yourself what you just got into here, and I guess what I can start with is saying, my name's Max, and I have a chainsaw addiction. Today, we're gonna go buy, hopefully, we're gonna go buy a big old McCulloch chainsaw. And it'll be the first one. I've had a few of the small ones, but never one of the big ones, and it's a totally different thing. So I kind of figured I'd take you guys along for the adventure and just see what happens. So, catch up to you in a minute. So we are driving through the beautiful town of Wasilla, Alaska. And we're on our way to Big Lake, Alaska, which is, I don't know, 20, 30 miles away. And there's a little tiny shop there that has like a back room full of chainsaws. It's heaven for a chainsaw guy. It was like months ago, and I was in there randomly, and I spotted a big old McCulloch for sale. I believe it's a Super Pro 850 with a McCulloch bar on it and a full wrap handle. I wanted a decent price for it, but it just wasn't in the cards for me at the moment. I went back and checked on it one other time, and I've been thinking about it ever since. So I decided, I guess I'm gonna go get a McCulloch. There's always other saws there too, but I kind of have my heart set on that McCulloch. Anyway, we're headed to Big Lake. So I asked the guy that owns this shop. It's kind of a strange little shop, but I asked him what the whole deal was with the, like, it's literally a room full of chainsaws. And I asked him about it the first time I was ever in there, and he said, well, think about it, man, we're in Big Lake. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, a lot of people actually still heat with wood in Big Lake. So there's a lot of people that cut wood during the, fall. And then when times get tough in the winter, they sell me their chainsaw. Okay. So he's got a room full of chainsaws in the winter, especially in the winter. So, like I said, it's heaven for us chainsaw guys, and we're gonna go see if we can pick an angel out of that heaven. Alright, we're here. Let's check it out. See if the saw's still here. Like I said, chainsaw heaven. Looks like she's still here. Big old beast. Cool. Let's see if he'll let us start it. While we're here, there's a couple of other saws that are interesting. This 362 looks like it maybe cut into a spray paint can at some point. There's a CS590, which is always a good firewood saw. There's this Husqvarna 272 XP, which I might be back for another day. And this nice little home light, which I already have one, but it's missing a carburetor, so obviously I need another one. Not today, though. Not today. Well, I'm looking at this thing. Actually, I don't know Max that well, but I kind of think that this is missing a compression release. And when you pull it over, it really sounds like it's missing a compression release. So, kind of don't really think it's gonna start, but we can try it. Not gonna happen. Well, now I'm just sad. Not only was that McCulloch missing a compression release button, so even if it had started, it would have run really weird. But it also clearly had not the original carburetor on it. And however they had it mounted, there was no air intake for the carburetor. So I didn't buy a McCulloch today. So that's it. That's the McCulloch story. I'd love to have that saw, but the price that the guy is asking for it, it's a decent price for like a good used running example. And I know that I could make that saw run, assuming that the piston and cylinder are in even decent shape, but I'm not gonna pay the price that he wants for a saw that I can't hear run. It's just not gonna happen. I've bought two Husqvarna 372s for the price that he's asking for that saw. We each, but you know, you get the idea. And matter of fact, that steel that I'm running there is, I paid just barely more, so it just doesn't make sense. I've thought about going back. I haven't checked that shop in a while. I've thought about going back and seeing if he's fixed the saw, if it's still there, if he hasn't fixed the saw, maybe he wants to sell it to me for considerably less money. I don't know. So comment down below if you think I should go and pick up that big old Mac. I think it'd be fun, but I'm just not sure. Anyway, I'm going to throw in a little time lapse of some of the cutting that we did. You can see why this necessarily wouldn't made of very good video because it's just kind of boring. I mean, it was fun to do, and continues to be fun to do because this is one of many piles that are huge, and yeah, we got to keep cutting. But I'm gonna throw in a little time-lapse stuff, put some music behind it, and that'll be it. That'll be the video for today. I'll probably say something at the end. So I know that video is kind of all over the place. The audio, especially in the part about the McCulloch, it was terrible. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, well, the day the video is coming out, we're going to be doing a little, like, tree job. It's a long story, but a guy that helps us out around the campground, he needed a couple trees dropped nearby, so we're gonna go do that. And they're pretty big spruce trees, so should make for an interesting video because it's a residential setting, like really residential, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for today, guys. Again, I know the video's a little weird today, but thanks for sticking it out if you did. We'll see you soon.